What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are here with a reaction video. Guys, if you could do me a favor, hit the like button. Let's get at least a minimum of 1,000 likes, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're trying to get to 200,000 subscribers by my birthday, which is October the 22nd. So please, guys, help me towards my goal. And listen, guys, you know what it is for Arsenal fans, yeah? There's a thing in football where you want to win your game first before everyone else plays. So you can just put your feet up. There's a long day of football today. There is kickoff until tonight. We'll be playing football tonight until 10 p.m. Chelsea had the last kickoff tonight at 8 p.m, bro. So Arsenal started off a massive day of football. And the best feeling is to know that you can put your feet up and watch everyone else play. And that is what Arsenal fans are feeling right now. They are feeling, not only is it a sense of relief, because end of the day, it could have been a bogey game today. Ange Postecoglou, first game, new manager bounce, ex-Tottenham. There's a storyline was there, but the storyline was overhyped. It was an absolute massacre. It should have been more. Arsenal were dominant. Arsenal absolutely took the piss out of Nottingham Forest. And this scoreline flatters Nottingham Forest. It really does. I'm not even trying to kid you lot. And if there are Nottingham Forest fans who disagree with me, you need to have a head wobble. You were absolutely poor today. Like, there were things what Arsenal did to them, which we'll get to in a second. But Nottingham Forest, mate, if I'm a Forest fan right now, I will be fuming at my team today. Had nothing. I would also be looking at my manager a bit sideways. It is the first game. I'm not saying to be reactionary, but you today offered nothing. An Arsenal Football Club today, well, you know what? They play some good football. It was actually enjoyable to watch. Listen, you know me, man. I love my football, innit? And, you know, there's this kind of thing where a lot of people have been mentioning about Arteta football and whether he's stifling a lot of these players today. Today, I tell you what, man, from the moment I knew when Odegaard was coming off here and he brought on Waneri, I knew today Arsenal's mentality and their know-how and their game plan was to put Nottingham to the sword. It was to get a convincing and also, I wouldn't say a statement win, but something that is substantial. Something the fans can go home and say, you know what, I enjoyed that performance. I like that performance. I like that goal. I like this style here. I like this pattern of play there. It needed to be a good game for Arsenal Football Club. And today, like I said to you, a dominant display. I can't remember a single attempt. I think it might be one attempt where the ball actually hit off Wood's chest, yeah, which, again, he never saw it coming. And then it literally, fair play to Raya, fingertipped it and it hit the crossbar. Apart from that, it was zero attempts. And listen, I will get down to why that happened. But listen, let's talk about Zubimendi, because, boy, hey, Zubimendi scoring goals, yeah? Is that what we're doing now? Like, yo, I thought it was a 6, bro. I thought it was a, you know what I mean? Just a little Spanish little tick in the ball and that. But, bro, man decided to get involved today, bro. Listen, this might be something that might be part of Zubimendi's game where we have to watch out for, because he wants to score goals, right? He's getting involved. He's scoring headers. He scored an absolute brilliant volley shot. Again, the first goal, whether the ball goes away from Sells or not, it's still a clean strike, and the keeper would have still seen that coming very late. But the ball goes over the top of Madueke. Defender, I think it was one defender, clears it away, and Zubimendi, he's almost hit it at that sweet spot. You see, when you hit the ball in a sweet spot, yeah, it kind of just almost does its job, doesn't it, really? And it hits the sweet spot and it goes past the goalkeeper, and Arsenal deserved to go 1-0 up. It was 1-0, but Arsenal really and truly dominated the proceedings, getting on the ball, 1v1s, just getting in little pockets. Arsenal were toying around Nottingham Forest, and Nottingham Forest played a deep block, which I was very surprised by. I thought Ange will come out and play and maybe go for that high line, etc. But you know what? He sat in a deep block, and yes, there was a lot of defending, and yes, there was a lot of kind of almost, you know what I mean? There was a lot of blocks and whatever, and Arsenal weren't maybe getting the quality of shots available, but they were getting shots and they were getting into areas. The set pieces were very dangerous as well. So it was a lot of Arsenal in that first half. And then you looked at it, you thought, second half, right? What's the game plan? What's the situation now from Tottenham? It is very naive what Ange Postecoglou decided to do in that second half. He said, the highlight, mate. We need to do the highlight, mate. And this brother decided to do the high line on the 46th minute, bro. Is he stupid? What are you thinking, bro? You're 1-0 down. The first message I'm saying to my players is keep it compact for the first 10 to 15 minutes. I'm saying to myself, yo, let's make sure Arsenal don't get a second goal straight away. What happens? Second goal happens. It's a wonderful ball from Calafiori. I think for me, the ball from Calafiori makes the goal. It's a ball over the top. It's a diagonal pass or diagonal kind of, pass, to be honest with you, over the top into Eze. Eze is just on the side, and Eze does what Eze does best, bro. He finds Gyökeres. Gyökeres, to be fair to him, is in the right place at the right time. By the way, it wasn't a great performance from Gyökeres, but again, he's got another goal, which, bro, like, do you know what I mean? This is what you're there to do, right? You're a striker. You're there to score goals. He's got 3 now in what, 4 games. It ain't a bad return. He gets a goal, right place, right time, and it almost kills the game off. Even though 2-0 still a dangerous scoreline, it was one of them that was never meant to be 2-0. And rightly so, Arsenal made it 3 towards the end of the game, but it was a 2-0, almost sealed the game. Sealed almost like the shape in which the game was going to happen. And I think for me, it was sensational. It really, really was sensational from Arsenal in terms of the football. And then the second goal again, Declan Rice gets it. He plays it to Trossard. Trossard dinks it over the top. Zubimendi. How tall is Zubimendi, by the way? He's taller than I think, you know, man. How tall is Zubimendi? Let me just find out, man. How tall is Zubimendi, seriously? 1.81. What stature? What's that? Is he 5'10", 5'11"? Like, he looks smaller than he is, but he's actually not, you know, chat. And he rises above. Listen, it's Nico Williams at the end of the day, but still, to rise above Nico Williams and get the header on, man. Listen, you got to give it to him, man. He's got an eye for a goal and he's getting in there. He normally should be, you know what I mean, on the edge of the box looking for a shot or something. He's actually in the box, bro. And maybe this is one of his kind of, you know, threats of what he can do, what he can possess. But it was a good goal. And then, like I said to you, man, it was a very, very controlled and dominant performance. One person I want to give my praise to, and I'm very, very, very impressed by, is Mosquera. Have we got potentially, not only are we talking about Saliba regen, but this brother is almost like a carbon copy of Saliba. Listen, he'll have his own qualities, but I was very impressed. A lot of people have been speaking about whether Spanish League and then the Premier League, will he adapt, bro? But my word, has he got the qualities for the Premier League? He's a good reader of the game. He's quick. He's commanding for a young centre-back, bro. And he's always seems to be in the right places at the right times. And I looked at him and I'm like, yo, man, that's my man of the match today. I'm looking at the game and I'm like, wow, man. People can look at Madueke, people can look at other players there. I looked at the game and I thought, Mosquera, he looks the real deal. And it is early. And I'm saying to it is early because he will make mistakes. He's very young centre-back. But boy, he looks like he's tailor-made for this, bro. He's enjoying it. He's taking it in. And I feel like for me, he's almost like, listen, it's not a rubbish Forest team, you know. So you can't really say, oh, it's Forest. But generally, like, he just was in the right place at the right time. Deflections, blocks, interceptions. He had it all today. And for me, my man of the match, it was a dominant display from him. And that partnership, they're stacked in that area. Arsenal are stacked altogether. To bring on Trossard, Martinelli, you know what I mean, and Declan Rice. You got Hincapie, you had thingy Max Dalman still unused. It is a strong squad from Arsenal. And like I said to you today, for me, 3 points, top of the league for now. You can't complain if you're an Arsenal fan. You really, really cannot complain. But guys, let me know if you agree with me on the match reaction. Nottingham Forest, a day to forget. Arsenal, a much needed bounce back for the game against Liverpool. Guys, take care. Bye-bye. We're out. Peace.